morning. I'd like to say how glad we are to be here, finally. My name's Lyndon Farrer. This is my colleague Flavia Fiorelli. We both work for APSO, which stands for Association of Voluntary Service Organisations. It's an organisation that's based in Brussels, and it lobbies for voluntary service at an EU level.
The Ubuntu International Youth Voluntary Service Award is about joint activity and action, about cooperation, about mutual learning, about reciprocity. It is what its name stands for. It is Ubuntu. It is that we are in this world together, and that the difficulties that Europe is facing and that Africa is facing are not actually that different.
I must say, we learned a lot from the German volunteers, and these young people have left with quite a number of skills that they've gained through the organization. I'll give you a few examples: facilitation skills, to be able to facilitate life skills programs to participants, being trained in the various life skills programs that we have, also how to mobilize your community to be able to run your own HIV/AIDS prevention campaign, how to put an event together, just a few of the skills that they've been trained in.
I think it's critical that in the environment of international volunteering or any form of volunteering, that there is the element of exchange, that the young person involved in volunteering is giving as much as they are receiving, and that they are learning from the local community and sharing their skills as well as taking skills back home with them.
You can see that there is an unprecedented expansion of international volunteer services, and I think the challenge that is there now is to manage that expansion.
A critical thing for us, we sort of for South Africa, I feel that identity of young South Africans is a very important thing for them to feel and be proud of being young Africans. But that it also is equally important in the process of shaping identity and belonging for young people to develop their international identity too, feel like citizens of the world, to help prepare for the leadership of the future.
I see also a huge responsibility for these young people. First, they are the ambassadors for the sending organizations. They have to represent the sending organization. Then again, they are serving as a role model within the different projects for the young people and support the work of these hosting organizations. And then when they come back to the individual countries, they're also like ambassadors for their host countries. They show the culture of this country. So they have a huge responsibilities on their shoulders, and we also shouldn't expect too much from these young people. I think the most important thing is to bridge the cultural gaps between each country, and this is already a huge task for these young people.
Something that has not been mentioned before, which is very important in our experience, is that there is a very strong mentor involved. A mentor who knows the culture of the volunteers as well as the hosting organizations, and who can help to prevent a lot of misunderstanding. And I think what we need from sending organizations is that they not only appreciate the role that a mentor plays, but also are maybe capable of compensating, and I mean financial compensation for the mentor for the work that he's doing. I think a mentor is even more important than specific job descriptions, because a mentor can solve so many problems as they appear.
So my training that I was doing with the community, we want to place new volunteers in a community that we have never worked with. So in order for us to make sure that the volunteers will be safe and will be welcome in that community, I went to that community to conduct a training how to manage volunteers in the area, and also to find out the needs of the community and what kind of skills they would want to get from the volunteer when that volunteer is placed in that area. So in doing that, we also take advantage to make sure that we convince the local authorities in that area, so that they are aware of the project, and to align our objective with their expectations